Getting everything set up here. Just a second. Who's in here? We got Ken and Bocce. Morning, guys. How's everything going today? Let's see. Why am I seeing it up here?
Go through and refresh.
Right here.
There it is.
Yeah, what the heck? Alright. Just having some coffee, getting stuff squared away to get the day started. Ed must have slept in this morning, huh? Hmm.
Good morning,
Lord.
Bocce. Good
Oh,
morning, Ken.
Lordy.
It's too early this morning.
Ah, it's not too early. Just got to get my coffee going and we'll be all good.
What
So,
you? Oh, go on.
go ahead. You're
So,
fine.
what's everybody doing this morning?
Me, I'm waiting to go to breakfast.
Me too.
Oh, okay. Oh. Hmm. Hmm.
Either Ed overslept or he's making his coffee.
Maybe both. I'm pouring coffee down my throat. Yeah, Bocce. Yeah.
She's waiting for the romper room to begin.
No, there's no romper room.
Oh my gosh. Bocce, you're crazy.
Gonna do some work in the shop today. Figure out a motor that don't want to work right. It was built by some very good people. Don't know why it won't run. And I'm stuck in an ad over here on my other computer. What the heck? Morning, junkyard.
No, no.
Can I have some coffee, please?
Oh, you want to wake up?
Morning, Rex Murs. Yeah, have to send a message to Ed.
I'll send him a message.
Continuing to clean and get rid of things.
Please come to my house.
Baji, Sandy said she's got a lot of stuff to get rid of. You can come over here and do this house. Oh, Lordy. So what's Ken gonna do today? Anything? Uh, too cold up there. Bachi, it was in the 80s yesterday. It wasn't cold. That's far from cold. That was pretty warm here.
Yes, it was really warm.
I was gonna have to turn the air conditioning on in the shop to work on that motor.
Yeah.
But I have an interesting tractor that come in and it was built by some pretty high name builders, and we're going to get into that motor today and see why it won't run. They hook it to the sled. It'll take it 10, 15, 20 feet and shut down like a fuel problem. They've updated the fuel pumps and everything on it, and everything won't run. So that tractor now is in my shop. I got the motor out of it, and we're going to open that motor up today and see what's ailing it. It's been raining since Monday. Ooh, that ain't good, junkyard. And Alan just come in. So once we get some coffee and going, and we're going to be doing quite a bit in the shop today. Polar Bear Edge Garage is coming down. He's going to video some of it too, because like I said, the motor was built by a real high-end builder. So we're going to see where he went wrong with it. Tag team this motor and see what happened to it. Not steady, but a lot of rain. Yeah, we had that the past week. Last week we had that.
Nothing but rain.
Nothing but rain every single day. But now we just went from mild to hot right now. And I think it's going to stay there for a while.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. It's that time of the year.
Ed's on his way.
So you got any good builds or anything going on, junkyard? What in the heck is he doing?
Who?
This guy in the basement. Oh. There he is.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, Lordy. He's trying to get everything set up. And morning, Ken.
Good morning, guys.
Trying to get everything set up. Uh-oh. I still hear some YouTube playing. Morning, Ken.
Oh, that'd be me.
Trying to get everything. Uh-oh. I still hear.
Sorry about that.
Oh, we don't care. We do it all the time.
A receiver hits for my. Oh, okay. That would work pretty good. Put it right in the receiver and away you go. And Ed's up there listening to some music, just dancing his head around. I think he's stuck in an ad.
Just trying to get it all set up.
Well, I got a pretty good project in the shop there, Ken.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
John Deere?
Nope.
Is that the one
Use.
that Ed's coming down to video today?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He told me about that.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
should be interesting.
Huh?
That should be interesting.
It's going to be real interesting. Like I said, for a high end shop to put something together like that. But now to find out, the motor's been to 2 places.
Oh.
Mine's the 3rd place.
But it was the very first place at first.
And
So really 4.
Yeah.
Your place, 2 other places, and back to your place.
Well, when I built that motor 7-8 years ago, it was top notch. I mean, that tractor was seen everywhere in the winter circle almost every single time. And it went to 2 other shops, and the motor won't even pull 10,
Well,
15, 20 feet, and it's done.
Well,
Those
didn't
are the
you
two
get off
shops.
the last time?
Huh?
it was those other 2 shops that was beating the motors they were putting out, so they had to build it down then so their motors could win.
I want to see.
But they did do it.
I want to see if my parts are in that motor.
I thought we were going to revert. I thought we were going to reverse engineer it so we could have a winning combination.
We can do that. We can do that. But I think it's going to be quite interesting. I got the motor out of the tractor sitting on the floor, and I wanted to go on into it, and it was like, no, I'm going to wait for Ed to get here so that 6 eyes can look at this internals.
6.
Yeah, I got 4, and Ed's got 4. So
That's
well,
it.
it's 8. But Ed sometimes was overlooking at the flowers or something over here on the side. But I don't think that.
Looks good to me.
Yeah. I think once the cover comes off that motor, that it's.
I'm curious. Is it his motor or is it not his motor too?
I'm gonna long to say that when I pull the cam and there's no bearing in there, it's not his motor. Because I put a roller in there. And it's going to be a dead giveaway once I pull the cam out of it.
If there's no bearing and no clearancing,
Yeah.
The question is, what shop kept the other motor?
Oh, there's only
Although
one
you can
shop.
guarantee the one shop that kept the motor. The one shop that keeps asking, what's in your motor?
yeah, I was so excited for this I couldn't sleep last night, man.
Hey, I was in the shop till like 9:30.
When the tractor came here at like 10 o'clock at night and he had to go to work the next morning, he was still laying there saying, I should have just tore it down right now because I am so curious. I said, yeah, your week's going to go so long waiting for the weekend.
I knew it was going to be something good when I got a call at 6 o'clock in the morning saying, hey, you got to get down here and we're going to tear into this motor.
I tell you what, I went to Mississippi thinking about this motor. I left Mississippi and went over to Alabama, loaded and come back up, then put another load on, went to Parkman, and that's all I thought about was this motor this whole time. And I'm like, it's just very, very strange. But there's another guy. Had his motor at the shop. They ordered all the parts. They called him and told him to come and pick up his motor and the parts. Now they will not build the motor. Yeah. So what's going on there?
Somebody's a little jealous or something.
Something. Morning, Monica. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on. Why these people aren't wanting to build, I don't know. But the funny thing of it is, the motor was built, it wouldn't pull. They pulled the motor, took it back to the shop again. Nothing wrong with the motor. is what they tell them. They put it back in the tractor, it won't pull. Last Sunday, they took it to the track, made their first hook. It never even got off the line with the sled.
Mind you, too, this is a professionally dynoed machine. This is an ear dynode.
Right.
This is on a machine, dyno dialed in, supposedly making horsepower.
Yeah.
It won't run.
Right.
He get the printout from the dyno?
No,
They never do.
Requested the printout.
they never do.
Nope.
So we're going to dig into it and see what it is.
Gonna be a good video or videos because they're both gonna video it.
Yeah, I got like 3 cameras charging here and a couple tripods and
Yeah.
oh yeah, and a whole pot of coffee.
Yeah. It's going to be it's going to be interesting, you know. But I'm going to say that I'm probably going to morning Mick. I'm probably going to find the problem in the heads right off the get-go.
As amped up as Mark is about tearing this motor down, you're not going to need a whole pot because this thing's going to be tore down in less than 15 minutes.
No.
Well,
I'm
Mark
gonna-
will be on one side, Ed will be on the other side, and then he'll be going. Oh.
Sandy will be there with both cameras.
Yeah. But I mean, the guy, the last bill was $1,600 and something, and he couldn't even move the sled off,
18.
or $1,800 and something. I got the bills out there in the shop of what is supposed to be in this motor, but he couldn't even move the sled off the line for paying that kind of money to have this motor professionally built.
Too steep of gears for that motor. Now,
I believe so, because I'm the one that built the rear end in that tractor and geared it. And I built a motor originally in that tractor
Back in 2014.
in 14, I think it was, that I built that engine for him. And he was right up there. But now he can't even get off the line with it. And it was funny because just a couple of years ago, they wanted me to work on it again, and I didn't work on it. And now it's back here in my shop again. And we're going to work on it today. Are you going to be able to wait until after breakfast? I don't know. I might be eating breakfast and tearing this motor down, Botsy, because I am so curious.
We got to have priorities.
Yeah.
Breakfast first.
Yeah.
Got to be awake.
But I honestly, last Sunday, I was so tempted just to jump in the truck and run down there and just get some video. And now I wish I would have.
I got some video on it when the
Yeah, bring your card and
tractor
good.
come down, when the tractor come into me.
Okay.
Well, at first, you know, it was funny because they didn't call me. They called the wife and wanted me to work on this. And I wouldn't give an answer. And I just kept kicking it around, thinking about this whole thing. And you know, and I really do strongly think that it's going to come into a big shit show when it's all said and done. Because like I said, that motor built from the get-go was from me. Oh, we
Good morning,
got
Junkyard.
morning, Mick. There's Mick.
Are we having a cooking with?
What up, Mick?
Are we having a cooking with Mick day?
Hell no. The only video you see me in food is eating with Mick. That's all you ever see me doing. No cooking.
We seen you cooking once.
Yeah, I do Christmas stuff with the kids, you know.
Oh yeah. How's Riley boy doing?
He's upstairs. He's about somewhere, probably bare topped and hanging like a gibbon from the ceiling somewhere.
Oh, shoot.
How you doing? All doing okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Talking about this pulling tractor that come into my shop that I built 7-8 years ago. And it was a top contender. It ran, well, Ed can tell you, it was first through fifth every time that tractor hooked. It was pretty wild. Well, that tractor showed back up into my shop here
Sunday
last Sunday.
or Saturday.
Whatever day it was.
Monday, Wednesday.
Yeah. And this guy has had this motor to 2 different shops, and they have built this motor and charged him over $1,000 every time they have built this motor.
There you go.
And the motor won't even pull that sled 10, 15 feet and shuts down.
Okay.
So,
Well, last time it wouldn't even get off the line.
yeah, last Sunday it wouldn't even pull the sled. Every time he'd start to pull, he didn't have no power. He was done. So,
Well, that'd be good. Bring her back to her normal self.
yeah, but I'm just afraid of what it's going to cost him for what he's already paid the previous 2 shops. And
That ain't
If you don't want to pay it, we'll buy it.
that ain't your problem, right? Sorry, but that ain't your problem. Do you want it running right or don't you?
right.
You know, I get so many people. I just had a fella just now. Just bought a mower off me. He's got another mower in the van and wants me to have a look at. So I stood there, opened the door, and just looked at it. I said, right, that's that done. Now what? You know, he said, no, I want you to fix it for me. I said, okay, well, no problem. Get it off. He said, well, how much? I said, look, you want it fixed or you don't want it fixed? It's going to cost you what it costs you by the time I finish. It's what it is. I can't give you a price. I don't have a crystal ball, right? So,
Right. You're not into it. You're not into it yet. You don't know what's there, what's needed.
Exactly.
You can't. It's like throwing the ball out in the yard. You don't know.
Exactly that. So anyway, he's taking it back with him. So he was too scared. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
He'll be back. So that's what it is.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting, but there's been a lot of high-end shops that has worked on this motor, and here it is back in the what I'm going to say backyard mechanics place again, where that motor generated from.
The thing is, right? Is it if it's gone? Sorry to butt in, Mark, but if it's gone to 2 other shops, right, and they've charged him X amount of money in each shop to try and get it to perform as it should do, there has to be a time when the shop says, right, this is what I believe it is. This is going to be how much it's going to cost you, roughly. If we're talking a lot of money, like $500, $1,000, we're talking a lot of money. There must be a conversation that happens first. Say, right, this is what I believe it is. This is what it's going to cost you. Am I okay to do that? Because if it was me and I'm spending $500, say, on an overhaul, I'd say, yeah, I'm happy for you to go ahead with that, as long as that's going to fix a problem, bruv. I'm not spending out $500 if you're just guessing, you know. Because if it doesn't fix a problem, I would say take all that stuff off and put it back how it was, because you haven't fixed the problem. You know, for $500, not only do I want it working, I want you to wash it as well.
Yeah, the tractor came here with a copy of the bill from the repair shop, and it was a little over $1,800.
There you go.
And the tractor will not. It didn't even move the sled 10 feet.
Yeah.
And he's took the motor back to the guy twice, and they keep telling him there's nothing wrong with the motor.
Well, obviously there is.
Yes.
So
yeah. They keep telling him it's dynoed, it's this, it's that. They've had it on the dyno. It's putting out good horsepower, and it's not performing.
It sounds to me like they're chasing a problem which they don't understand. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Because if it comes to your shop, Mark, or Ed's shop, and you spend a week on it, diagnose it, but before you guys would even consider spending any hard-earned cash, you want to get your diagnosis. You want to get your diagnosis right. That's what we do, right? We diagnose first, diagnose it, and we make sure we're making the right decision.
I guarantee, Mick, that you could answer this problem, and you haven't even seen it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna guarantee.
I haven't seen it. And I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong with it.
Well,
It's the guy on the dumb end of the wrench.
Not only that, but they put a governor in it, and that governor is not working.
So if they put a governor in it and it's not performing, then what's it tell you?
Exactly.
So
I knew what it's telling me when I opened the motor up. I'm going to throw the governor completely out in the driveway because that's not how I built that motor to run.
Yeah. So if you take the governor out and it performs, it may not perform as to what the customer wants, possibly. But if you take the governor out, then obviously we know, but it is a governor issue. That makes sense. So that sort of then begs the question: what else have they done to the machine, and why would they then diagnose it as the diode or anything else?
Right.
I had a customer last week come in. He had a Honda HRX 476, big commercial mower, hunting like an absolute pig. I told him it needed carburetor work, I don't know, 8 months ago. Anyway, he bought it in because now the machine is now unusable. So I cleaned the carby twice, and you know what carburetors are like. Sometimes they're just too far gone to do any more work with, So I said to him, it needs new carby. Well, I don't think it does. That's fine. I'll put it all back on. You fix it, and then once you fix it, I'll pay you. He said, "No, don't be like that." I said, "Well, I'm telling you what it is. It needs a new carburetor. So a new carburetor for that Honda, $79.99 is how much a genuine OEM part is." He didn't want to do that, so he went for the $19.99 Wuhan carburetor instead, which I fitted. It runs ish. You can still hear us chucking out pancake rolls and prawn crackers out the side of it. It's all right. It's never going to run like it should, like a Honda should. He'll be back in 6 months. That carburetor would have packed up.
Right.
But that's the choice I make. I diagnosed it right. Needs a new carby, and he cheaped out on a copy carburetor. So that's on him, not on me.
Right. More addictive. But that's how some people are, and they have to understand you get what you pay for.
Oh, definitely. This year, I don't know if it's because of COVID or anything like that. I think money is hard anyway at the moment. I think COVID definitely hasn't helped. But I've seen an influx this year of commercial guys buying domestic appliances.
Yeah.
And wanting to run their business. I just sold one just now, £120 for a 21-inch Quocast home user mower. He turned up here with a transit van, a trailer, a chipper, 4 other mowers on the back. It's going to be dead in a month. He's going to put 60 hours in 3 days on it. It's done. It's going to be blown up.
Is that when you walk around the neighborhood and you look and you say, "That's job security"?
Yeah, exactly that. I've told him, and he even admitted, I don't look after my equipment. I said, then don't bring it back. When it goes bang, don't bring it back. Because if you're not interested in looking after your equipment, I'm not interested in servicing it.
Right.
Right. It's simple as that.
That's money in the bank, though, man. If they want to keep paying you to fix the stuff they neglect.
Oh no, but I won't do it, Ed. I'd much rather just sell them another machine. Just sell them another machine straight outright. You've blown that one up. There's another one. Don't blow that one up. Because I don't want to be spending 4 or 5 hours of my day repairing cables and trying to sharpen blades that are absolutely battered. We can just put a new blade straight on it. I don't. But that's just nit-knacking for me. To just buy a new machine. There's £200. Away you go. See you in 6 months.
Right.
I'd much rather service and repair a machine for a 78-year-old old boy that cleans his machine off after every use. He oils his own wheels and cables, and all he wants is just a standard service. I can do it all day long.
Right. Right.
But,
Because that one right there, whenever they're taking care of their equipment, and you find something wrong, they're going to have you fix it right rather than just to bubble gum it together and
Yeah,
how
exactly.
it goes.
Right, who wants a coffee? Anyone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good.
mine's getting empty.
mine is.
Pass us your cup.
You got enough left over to fill this big thing?
Have I, brother? I can fill anything, any size. You know me, Ed. Has that Puller Bear Ed and Twisted V twin sticker made its way across the pond yet?
No, not actually yet, because I'm making new stickers up to match the channel name change.
There you go.
I'll still anybody that requests stickers, I'll still send you some of the old ones, but I want to get the new ones going too.
I still got probably about 20 left.
Yeah, I'll take one. Your one, I don't know why, Mark, but when I took it off the toolbox, it just ripped. It ripped up. So. I've moved all my tools to I've got a big sheet of Perspex on my workshop door now, so they're all on there.
There you go.
Because you can't have them on a 72-inch stainless steel tool bench now. You can't have them on that. It's not happening. It's not happening.
We're gonna have to mix some metal polish.
Yeah.
You get something, bruv. Right, copy's made.
Yeah. So next Mick once a week will be putting a video out polishing the box.
Man, you know me. Every Sunday I polish my box.
Video again.
Huh? No, I'm not doing another paint drying video again. Well, actually, I could do part 2.
Good video, good content as far as I'm concerned. It's better than some of the crap other people are putting out at the moment.
Well, actually, last night
Sorry, was that me being outspoken again?
Actually, last night when I was mowing the grass, I was half tempted to set the computer up and shoot it in the backyard, go live while I'm mowing the grass.
Mate, if people watch my stuff and they'll watch your stuff, don't worry about it. Mine's bad. Don't worry about that. Just shove it out there. Someone will watch it.
Well, yeah. Maybe I need to do one of fertilizing the grass and set the computer out there and let them watch it grow. See how it does.
We could do it with the garden.
Yeah. Garden's growing.
Watch your garden grow.
Yeah.
Hey, it would be a growth stream.
Hey, Rod boy, how you doing?
Really?
That's Mark.
Yeah.
What's your wife's name, Mark?
Sandy.
That's Mark and Sandy. And we've got Puller Bear Ed, Father Christmas to you,
Okay.
and Ken.
Hi, Cam. I was
Hello.
Father Christmas.
Ready?
Yeah.
I need to come down.
All right.
You went right.
Yeah.
Boy, O'Reilly, he's energized and ready to go.
He was like about 3 o'clock this morning, man.
Whoa, man.
Whoa.
It's the same every morning, boys. I
Oh,
can't do 3 o'clock every morning. He's ready to rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
White-eyed and bushy-tailed. He's like a fox that you slammed his tail in the door. He's ready to rock and roll.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Morning,
See him
Art.
that, rather see him that way than any other way.
That's it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, O'Reilly will be taking over Mick's shop for him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, when Mick gets his bigger shop, Riley will have the smaller one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Geez.
What time's the ring coming tomorrow?
Huh?
What?
What?
What time is the ring? Huh?
Late afternoon
Okay.
is when it starts the like 10-20%, like 1-2 o'clock.
We don't need no rain.
Mow the yard today or wait till tomorrow morning?
Uh-oh.
I mowed mine today because I knew I'd be busy all day today, and then I didn't know what I was going to get into Sunday. So
Yeah, I got home and got that motor pulled off, got it ready to go, and
Daddy.
jumped on the tractor and got my yard mowed.
Channel. Also, have a YouTube channel.
Mark is trying to be professional here and try and run a live stream.
Daddy.
Ain't nothing professional here.
Daddy.
Yeah.
What's that onion say?
Which one?
That one, what did he say?
Show me.
Wait, what's that? What's it say?
That says RS.
Daddy?
Yeah.
What's that? Is that right?
That was Ed. Father Chris told us shush because you're making too much noise.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Probably is it,
Sweet. He said you're on the bad list. You're bad boy list.
Daddy?
No,
What is it? Miss Pie.
Mince pies, yeah. He does eat mince pies as Father
Shut up.
Chris, yeah.
What is it, Miss
He
Pie?
eats your mince pies. I know he does.
I want some of your dad's mince pies. Those
They're
look
good,
good.
Ed, they're good. I'm telling you, they're good.
So you guys been getting a lot of rain over there, Mick, or
I don't know what it is. I don't know whether have you guys had storms over your way, because I don't know whether we're getting the tail end of your stuff or what. But yeah, we've got about 9 days of solid rain and not hurricane winds, but gale force winds.
yeah,
We had rain.
we had that last week. Morning, Froggy.
Down here on the coast, obviously I'm about as closest to America as anyone in the UK. Because any further south and you're swimming. Last night we had probably about 90-mile-an-hour winds and torrential rain coming through.
Right.
So
Yeah, we had rain and wind all last week. We don't need so much this week.
I don't mind it. It keeps the grass growing, keeps the mowers selling. Simple as that. I don't mind it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, 2 years ago, we had a hot spell in June, and all the grass died off, and that was it. End of season.
Wow.
You know, but this year it can rain every single day of the week if it likes, as long as it's nice at weekends, then I can sell some machines.
Yep.
What it is.
Usually our weekends are rainy.
It is today. It is today. It's crap. It's shocking.
It'd be
What
beautiful.
time is it? What time is it over there? Is it about 6 in the morning?
Yeah, 6:30.
Yeah.
What time's it your way?
We're 11:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least it's still morning. Oh no, don't tell me you got that V8 stuff. Oh Lordy.
Had to
You know,
pop the
I'm
top of it.
Well, you're at Jungle Juice, Ed. Is that Jungle Juice?
Just a little bit of tomato juice.
That's straight two-stroke, that is. That man drinks two-stroke. SEA 30, 50 weight, 30 weight all day long.
Yeah. Wow.
Gonna be another hot one today, though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Rick said it's not too bad over in Ireland.
Yeah, that's good. We're supposed to have what in the 90s today?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you got the AC set up in the shop already?
No, I didn't turn no AC on in the shop. No, I didn't.
Always throw it in the back of the truck and bring it to my garage. It's about 66 in there.
You
I
know,
hold the fan and just keep circulating it back and forth to both of you guys.
I did look at the AC unit yesterday. That's as far as it got. It was a little warm in there yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You had a couple big boys in there. You could have had them throw it in there for you.
No, they wasn't around much. They wasn't around much yesterday.
There was work to be done, so they all kind of scattered.
When I pulled the slingshot out yesterday morning, the thermometer said 66 on it.
There you go.
So yeah, so they're saying they had rain for 3 weeks and tornado warning. So that's probably what we're probably catching what you guys had last week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was miserable here all last week.
Well, didn't India have typhoons or something? They had something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be some of that as well, maybe. I don't know.
Or did you guys see the pictures that Go Karts Are Going Fishing posted yesterday? They had a big wildfire down there. It actually jumped the main I-95.
Really?
1,600
Wow.
acres. Yeah, 1,600 acres. It said was what was burning.
Wow.
They had 10 dozers, 1 helicopter, 2 fixed wing aircraft, and I don't know how many people on the ground.
That's crazy, man.
Wow. An 80cc 2-stroke. Cool.
Throw it in the bin. It's a 2-stroke machine. No one likes 2 strokes.
Yeah.
Junkyard, I've already been done struck by lightning. I don't mess with that electric shit no more. I'll stick to my V8.
Yeah. Morning, Grandpa Kevin.
Hey, Grandpa Kevin.
Yeah.
Y'all laugh. I have been struck by lightning. Ask the man below me.
Ed,
He was
Ed,
there.
Ed, we can see you've been struck by lightning, mate. We can see that. You always have that. You always have that vacant expression on your face. It'll do that.
Yes, it will.
Holy smokes. So did it light up your life pretty good there, Ed, or what?
Yes, it did.
He was screaming like a little schoolgirl.
Was his shoe smoking?
I'm not even going to ask where it come out from. I'm not even going to ask.
Yeah, but I was only like 10 years old.
Best part is when my uncle slapped him across the face.
I don't remember.
Get
that.
him to stop screaming.
I bet he was screaming like Ned Flanders.
Yeah. Wow.
I remember the bright flash of light and waking up on the couch. That's all I remember.
Sounds like a normal Friday night in my house.
Holy smokes.
Oh.
Well, I better get something done in a bit. This ain't getting nothing done, is it?
No.
I've got stuff to do. I've got like 15 scrap mowers. I need to go in there and get nuts and bolts and coils off and scrap them all out.
What do? Put everything in the bins and that and just keep them all for spare parts, or?
Yeah, just chuck it into a big bin and just hope for the best.
And then when you need a part, you go digging for it.
Exactly that. Yeah, I'm not organised as of yet. I think in 2 years' time I'll be organised. I'm going to get a new workshop in 2 years. Hopefully double the footprint what I've got now, and then I'll have a designated area in the store for coils, bolts, head bolts, and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, at the moment, it's just it's like if you need a part. I know I've got a part for that somewhere. So if you put your parts in the same bin, it's got to be in that bin, right? It's easy to tip the bin out. There it is.
Yeah. Big pile on the floor.
I had a problem with a mower yesterday, Quantum 6-horse. With the primer assembly. It's, You know what? I could not get that thing to bloody prime. I did all the tricks. I did the double gasket, the triple gasket. I did everything. It wouldn't have it. So in the end, I just converted it over to a choke. I just had an old Quantum here, which is an old choke assembly with a blown engine. Just took the control panel off, changed the carburetor over, put a cable on it, onto choke, started first pull. Sold this morning.
There you go.
I'm not mucking about with primer bulbs no more. Just going to convert them over. Convert them to a choke.
Right.
Did you look at that Cub Cadet yet, Ed?
Yeah, I actually looked at it a little bit last night. It's going to be the carburetor. It's got spark. So.
You going to use the new cleaner on that one?
Possibly, yes.
I figured you might on that John Deere as bad as it looked.
Nah.
The John Deere, he didn't even let it in the garage. It had to stay out in the driveway.
No, it went in the kitchen on the dining room table. That's where it belongs.
Yeah.
Out of the garage and in the house.
No.
Yeah.
Everything green has to stay out in the yard and grow.
Well, that's why I had to get the Cub Cadet to appease the tractor gods for having a green.
Yeah.
in my shop.
Yeah. Have you used your ultrasonic cleaner yet, Ed?
I haven't even taken
Oh,
it out of the
man.
box yet.
I tell you, I've done saved 3 carburetors with that ultrasonic cleaner, and then I didn't think I'd be able to save, and I couldn't believe it. It actually worked, and all I used in it was water and Dawn dish soap. I didn't put anything else in there with it.
It changed your life. Ultrasonic cleaner, change your life.
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh
only
yeah.
had it for what, 3 months?
No, like a
4.
month and a half.
Yeah. Are you saying he's slacking, Ken?
Must be. I might have to go take it back from him.
I used to have the opinion that by the time I get the cleaner out, get the stuff heated up and plug it in, and I can have it cleaned by manual means, you know. But it don't work like that, you know. With a little bit, I use a little bit of paint thinners in mine, hot water, and a little bit of paint thinners. Only about a cap and a half full, and a 3 liters, and it comes out lovely.
You have to try it with that super clean, Mark.
Yeah, you know, I thought about it, but you know what? It'll leave a resin. No
Yeah.
good.
Super clean, Purple Power, awesome. All those leave a white chalky. It
Yes.
attacks the aluminum.
Yes, no good. The best thing I found was I just put some old Dawn dish soap in there, the original type, and in the water, and let it heat, and then I put all the little parts in it. But there's one thing I can't find. I need me a little basket that will literally close up, that I can put my jets and all that in it, because my stuff are going in the bottom.
Mark, if you go onto my channel,
Okay.
onto my about page, in my tool section, you haven't got to use my link because that'd be a UK link. You'll see it down there, or if you look up on Amazon, not tea strainer. It's like a tea filter. It's a stainless steel clamshell that you pop open. You put your jets and tubes in, and it closes shut. It's a complete. It looks like a crystal ball, but made out of stainless steel.
Okay.
For about $5, and you just put it in there and get it done.
Okay. Yeah, the wife said she couldn't find it under the tea strainers.
Yeah, it's not. Let me have a look. It's not on the tea strainer. Let me have a little look. It's not on the tea strainer. Oh, actually, I'll do it on my phone, can't I? Rather than going off. Let's have a look here.
It's for
diffusers.
It's for
Okay,
loose
it's called tea diffusers.
Could be. Let's have a look. Let's have a little deco. See what it says here.
Morning, Scott.
It's for loose tea.
on.
It's for brewing loose tea.
Okay.
That's just looking on my videos.
Hello, everybody.
Channel wish list, tools that I use: fade blade, micro drill bits, carpet cleaning files, de-wart lawnmower. There you go. There it is. There it be.
I got
if
tons of your address. I'll send you a whole.
So it comes up under, a tea infuser, stainless steel strainer. There you go. There it is. Let me turn my old brightness down just to the image. Oh, hello. There you go.
For loose tea?
Right there.
Oh, that's that little thing I seen and you said no.
Well, he uses one in his ultrasonic cleaner.
Yeah, that's what I use. No, they do 2 versions. They do one with a little handle that's spring fed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is with that little handle can get in the way if you've got other bits in there, other carburetors. So this one is a bit like a lady's locket. It slides open and it has a little clasp on it.
Yep, she's got it right there.
Okay.
There you go. Over here, they're only about £4.20, so they'd be about $6, something like that, maybe your end.
$5.99.
Yeah.
There you go. Worth every penny.
Sandy.
And guess what? If you buy two, when you're not using them, your wife can use them as a pair of earrings. Looks a bob.
There you go.
I was
Now I
thinking,
can clean my jewelry now.
Oh, Lordy.
oh, you need a big one for that, Sandy.
Yeah, right.
You could buy like 20 and hang them on a Christmas tree. Just every now and again, just get one out and put it in the carb cleaner.
But I sure tell you, Ed, that ultrasonic cleaner is the way to go. I mean, I have literally sat there with my torch tip cleaners and everything and cleaned these carbs and everything. And it still wouldn't run right. So I got the ultrasonic cleaner, and I did 2 carburetors that way with the ultrasonic cleaner that I literally sat there with carb clean and everything and torch tip cleaners. Ultrasonic cleaner saved both of them carburetors.
The proof's in the pudding, because at first I was a little bit skeptical. So to convince myself, what I did was I thoroughly cleaned the carburetor by hand. I can clean a carburetor, same as you guys can. I cleaned the carburetor by hand and then put it in some brand spanking new clean water in me cleaner. Hit the button, leave the lid off, and just watch for stuff come out.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that.
yeah.
You know, you can only get maybe 80% of the dirt out of a carburetor by cleaning it manually. The other 20% still in there.
Right, right.
Okay, I just bought it for you.
Oh, it's like Christmas. Now we can all say Mark's got silver
Is
balls.
it 2?
Fantastic.
I needed 2 of them.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
Mark needs a set of silver balls.
Oh, shit.
Oops.
But yeah, you use it, Ed, and you will be very well surprised with it.
Ed is an old dinosaur when it comes to modern technology and moving on. He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it.
You know, I was real skeptical too because, like I said, I cleaned them all real good, took all my jets out, cleaned everything very good. And when I put it in there and I'm like, this is not going to work. You would not believe the little black grit and stuff in the bottom of that ultrasonic cleaner when I took that carb out of there.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, where was this stuff hiding at?
Yeah.
I couldn't get to it.
I could have got them both today if
I don't need it today.
ordered it.
You can always cancel your purchase quickly before it's posted out. Cancel your purchase and redo it.
I don't need it today.
Okay.
And don't forget the other advantage is also with an ultrasonic cleaner, which is what I do, is when a customer comes in for a carb clean, you can charge extra for ultrasonic carb cleaning all day long.
Yes.
All day long.
Yes. Now,
Okay,
what temperature? Because mine's all in Celsius.
Right.
My machine, it's usually I'm about 50 Celsius.
I go between 70 and 80 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Pretty much, Mark. There's no science in it. I boil the kettle. I boil the old teapot. I boil that up, and I pour that straight in. So that goes at about 70 to 80 degrees in there.
Right.
And, there's no science. So that's what I do. Just out of a kettle, straight in the cleaner. Put the stuff in, turn it on, walk away.
And how long of time do you usually run yours?
15 to 20 minutes each side. So it's a bit like cooking one of Ed's steaks. Just do one side for 15 minutes. When it times out, take it over, tip it over, do the other side.
Yep, that's what I did. I did three cycles.
Yeah.
On it.
15, 20 minutes is 20 minutes is in my opinion adequate.
Yeah, and surprisingly, it worked great. Voted it on, no issues.
Yeah, there you go.
And all the junk that was in the bottom of that thing.
Well, that's what I said. It was full of junk.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you're putting just normal dish soap in, it's still a degreaser, still a cleaner anyway. So when you clean a carburetor by hand, you're not really degreasing it. If you use carburetor cleaner or something similar like that, PB Blast or whatever, it's not really degreasing inside them Venturis of that carburetor as you think it is.
Right.
There's so many areas you cannot get access to even with just compressed air and cleaner. So. Yeah, right. By sticking it in there, you just see the little bubbles coming out of those little orifices, and it comes straight out.
Daddy,
Yo,
who's that?
Who's where? Which one? This one here?
It's a pig.
What, that old man there?
Yeah.
That's Mr. Briggs. He got funny teeth.
How is your pig?
Hey, who you calling on, your bald head?
Who's that?
That's
Junkyard. I don't know if the Harbor Freight one's any good. I got mine off Amazon.
Brandon from BS Small Engines had a Harbor Freight one. He loved it.
The only issue with any carburetor cleaner, with any carburetor cleaner is if you buy a 3 litre carburetor cleaner, you're only going to get about 2.3 litre space. It's never 3 litres. If you buy a 6 litre, you're going to get 5.5 litre because half of it is taken up by the heating element and what have you. So I would double the size of what you need, especially for you guys, because you guys use especially you guys use ride-on tractors, so the carburetors are slightly bigger.
Right.
So what size
Yeah,
is
but
yours,
if you
Mark?
use a gallon of that carb clean, those gallon jugs of carb cleaner,
What is
you
mine?
pour them in there, you never have to change it.
I don't know.
I think mine's only like a 2 liter.
Okay, well, I'll be surprised if you'll get 2 litres in there.
No, I get one tractor carburetor down in there, and I got enough room to where I could put like a little basket or something for my jets and everything.
Yeah, I got a 3 litre, and I could actually do with a 5. Really, to be fair, 5 would probably be enough for me. But it all depends how often you're going to use it, you know, and how I don't like to put too many carbs in at any one time, you know.
Right.
So for me, a Honda carburetor, which is quite a big size carby over here, fits in there just right. There's enough room to put a few other bits and bobs in there.
Right.
And that carburetor gets a soul clean. I've seen so many people have like a 10 litre one when they put 4 or 5 carburetors in it. It's just chucking out too much crap, you know?
Yeah, but I'm only working on one at a time, so that's what I want to concentrate on is that one that I'm working on.
Yeah.
I just sold I've just not sold it yet. I got a guy coming to look at all his tools finally, and my father's got a 3-gallon ultrasonic cleaner. You could put a Rochester carburetor in it. Some guy offered me $50 for it. I started laughing at him. I said, $300 or you go jump in a creek.
But you know, Junkyard, yeah, some of that stuff from Harvard, I wouldn't be afraid to try it, because if it don't work out for you, they don't give you no hassle on taking the stuff back.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
None.
you can cut up a Harbor Freight wrench in pieces and weld it back together. They'll give you your money back.
Well, especially if you're just going to use it now and again, you know.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. And don't forget, like I say, you know, with having ultrasonic cleaner, you can charge extra to clean carburetors, and within the first 3 carburetors, the machine's paid for itself.
Right.
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 You know?
But that's just like that blade sharpener I showed. You know,
There you
yeah,
go.
it's $200 and some, but if you figure $15 of blade sharpening, that thing will pay for itself in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
Exactly that, and that's the way you have to look at it. You know, you know, my cleaner, I've had mine now for 3 years, I think, and I'm not careful with it. It gets tipped upside down and dropped and all sorts. It's paid for itself 15, 20 times over. So if I've got to buy a new one, no biggie.
Right.
Yep.
But you know, that's what the amazing part of it is. You know, you a lot of people don't realize you put your money into them tools.
Oh yeah.
And if you ever want to get rid of them tools, they're going to sell and you're going to make some of your money back.
Yeah.
Plus, you're going to make your money while you're servicing this equipment.
Yeah.
But
You
no,
ain't gonna sell anything.
heck no, I ain't going to sell nothing. I'll let my kids fight over that.
I'm gonna be buried with my stuff.
Oh,
I got too
gosh.
much stuff.
You're going to get buried with it, huh? What are you going to do? Have her put you in the bottom of the swimming pool, put all your stuff on top, and just cover it over?
No, I'm gonna be buried in a shipping container.
Yay.
You're going to be what?
I'm gonna be buried in a shipping container.
There you go.
Just pack me and all my stuff in there, dig a big hole, set me down in, cover it up. We're done.
What are you doing, boy?
How about we just put a shipping container in there, put everything in there, put you at the desk, and pour a concrete slab over the top and run a power line there and internet in case you come back to life and want to play.
There we go.
There you go.
Couple cases of coffee.
Live stream from the other side.
There you go.
I'm afraid I have no choice in my funeral. The Queen's already decided it's got to be a state funeral, so that's what it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Man, good thing I'm in this truck and I'm high up so the stuff can flow underneath.
brother. I'm going to be strapped to a gun carriage, and that's it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, You're having wet dreams.
Well, it is, bro. I can't odds it.
Yeah, You're having wet dreams. And Donald Trump's my next door neighbor, and he's gonna buy me a Jaguar to drive in a demolition derby.
I heard all they're going to do with you, Mr. Briggs, is fire you from a trebuchet. That's all we're going to do with you.
Actually, no. Actually, no.
Basketball.
I'm gonna get cremated, and I already have a will. I'm gonna get cremated, and if Mixed Mowers is still alive, my nieces are gonna spread my ashes in your backyard, so I can haunt you from until hell in eternity and back, and come up in your live stream and go.
Brother, you know as well as I do, they'll cremate you, but you ain't never gonna burn. It's like trying to light damp wood. It's never gonna happen.
Oh, they're gonna throw me in your backyard, and so and I'm gonna come up from the grave and haunt your shed.
That's fine, bro.
The Mixed Mower Shack, and we'll sit there and on your live streams and have fun.
That's no problem. I will water you every single day. You worry about that.
Oh, cool.
You worry about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have half my ashes dumped there, and the other half I'm gonna have dumped in whoever's present at the time's backyard.
Well, I gotta go. Mrs. P's home with shopping. I'll catch you all later on.
All right. We'll see you later.
Later. See you, Riley.
See you, Riley. Riley's riled up this morning.
But of course,
That's
Just
all right, boy.
it's just a lighter note. So you guys know they put my old man on morphine, so that should tell you what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Keep him comfortable.
Yeah.
But
are you going up soon?
he's home.
Or is he home?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was home.
Yeah.
I can't even take him anywhere like I wanted to. He can't even get outside. It's especially with the temperatures in the 70s and 80s. He goes outside. It's like he is Apollo Creed and just went 10 rounds with Rocky. He just, yeah.
Well, you know, Scott, he's worked hard, you know.
Oh, I know that.
He's worked real hard.
And we got people coming out of the woodwork that says they want this, they want that. My niece is coming out saying she wants his sailor picture and stuff. I'm like,
No.
Yeah.
1, he's not dead. 2, you're a granddaughter. And the way it works in our family, grandchildren don't get, here's what they get. They don't get shit.
Yeah.
And he ain't got shit. Everything he's got is this is what my father has. Tools, a truck that I bought him, and a whole lot of bills.
Yep.
Because all these treatments have put him in the poorhouse.
That's right.
He don't have any property other than tools. And guess what? We're selling 90%. Is going with his wife, and a Boy Scout knife was my great grandfather's. That always goes to the oldest son. I said, and the oldest son is technically dead, so that leaves me. And she can get that Boy Scout knife. And I said, well, you're not a Boy Scout. Well, they let girls into Boy Scouts now. They do.
Oh.
And I said, okay. Well, your father would have taken the knife and sold it, and because that knife's probably been appraised for 10 grand. She said, "I'm not gonna lie, I probably will sell it." Well, what do you mean, will? You're not getting it. That's something that it's handed from a father to a son, from a son to his son. Well, you don't have any kids, yeah, and I got nephews out there that are. Last time I knew, they're male. They're not. I don't have any nieces yet. I told her that went and had a operation, so they're all American male, so that's who will get it.
Right.
And as far as the sailor picture, you only come around when you want money. So what do you want the sailor picture? Because I like it. Okay, I'll photocopy it and give you a copy. Well, no, I want the original. Well, again, he's my father before you were born. So too bad.
Mhm.
Well, they make really nice digital copies now.
That's right. Then
Yep.
she wants his riding lawnmower that was at his old house. I said, well,
Morning, lawnmower.
you gonna do it? I don't know.
Morning, detective.
I pissed her
Yeah.
off. I said maybe I'll give it to one of my YouTube buddies. I'll take it out to Ohio and give it to this guy here. I pointed to Ed, I think. I said I'll go take it out there and give it to Ed and say, here, use my father's old mower and smile. There you go. Just to be a prick.
Well, whenever people get down and and that you're going to see a lot of that. Your people are just going to come out of the woodwork just to lay claims and everything, and it's kind of pointless, senseless, but that's the way people are.
It's literally a 30-inch riding mower. It's a gold. Yeah. Brandy, I paid $1,500 for a little 30-inch Cub Cadet riding mower. I don't need it. And if I'm probably going to sell it. But if it pissed her off, if I thought that would piss my niece off, I would put it on my truck and drive it to Ed. Tell Ed, I don't care if he mows just his front yard. Just post a video every week saying, I'm mowing with Mr. Bridges' dead father's mower, and post it online every day. I'd drive it out to Ohio and hand it to him just to be a prick. And knowing Ed the way he likes to have fun, he probably would do that.
But speaking of motors, the Craftsman, the race mower, is mine.
Yeah.
He wanted a new one. That's why he brought it.
Oh, cool. That's what I kind of figured. Oh, you're on duty today, protecting the kingdom. Oh, Lordy.
You know what I'm saying, though. I mean, I would do that just to piss her off. Believe me, believe me, I would do that. I would drive it over here. Go ahead, have a lawnmower, mow your front lawn with, do whatever. Just post a video every week and say thank you for the free lawnmower, just to piss my niece off. I would do that before I'd let her have it. I'm sure Ed would oblige me too if I did that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And it's just greed, is what it is.
Junkyard, you can always try out the Harbor Freight tools and stuff. I'm a big fan. I got a lot of Snap-on, Mako, Cornwell, and I bought them. There's a company, they're up out of New York, and they're called Extreme Torque. I bought quite a bit of tools off of them, and it is unbelievable the quality of their tools for the price. And the Harbor Freight stuff, don't be afraid to try it, because you can always take it back if you don't like it, and they don't give you no grief.
Yeah, Harbor Freight. I tell anybody, if you want to buy a cheap tool, if it's something you're only going to use once a year or never again, that's the place to go. There's nothing wrong with it. It depends on the tool.
I won't even go as far as saying that. The earthquake, their impacts. You know what? That earthquake that I bought from Harbor actually outdoes my $1,200 Snap-on gun. And that's no BS. It's right here in my shop. And it will break stuff loose that my Snap-on gun won't.
Oh yeah.
I have used in the time that I've been mechanicking, I have used every manufacturer of tools there is. S&K, Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell,
Craftsman, Sears.
Craftsman.
Yeah.
They all do the same thing.
Hey, my father is a retired machinist, and he used Harbor Freight tools. What's that tell you?
Mm-hmm.
My opinion is buy the
It
tools
either
that
works
you
or
can-
it don't.
Well, buy the tools you can afford to use, or afford to buy. Put the extra money in to what you need to get done.
Right. Yep, and I agree with you, Junkyard. I do. I love my earthquake stuff that I have, and another good one that I have is I have the 1/2 inch impact of Makita and all that, and I can with my 1/2 inch Makita I can pull semi wheels with my battery pack Makita to break them down.
You guys got any 1-inch sockets?
Yes, I do.
Like, well, no, not, yeah. I mean, the 1-inch ratchet, you know, you got 3/8, 1/2 inch, and 1-inch.
Yeah.
How many 1-inch do you have?
Quite a bit.
Because my father has an electric Black & Decker from the 60s impact that takes 1-inch sockets.
Yeah.
That thing will twist your friggin' arm off. You put that on a semi thing. If you don't hold on, it'll spin you around. That's like me and my brother were about being a smart ass when we were kids. We drilled a hole in one of his sockets and put it and we impacted it on we welded the impact to a bolt and it put it on the ceiling on the I-beam for our chain hoist in the garage. And we pressed the button to try and use it as a merry-go-round, you know, hold on to it. It didn't end well. My brother kind of got flung across the room trying to hold on to that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my dad's old Black & Decker drill. It's the low-speed drill with the big T handles, and that thing it'll break your arm.
Oh yeah, this thing's got a T handle. It's got a T handle that goes right through it, so you can use it left or right handed. And I remember first time I used it, he said we were changing the twin I-beam bushings, and I got underneath it. He said, now just squeeze the trigger and let go. Yeah. Like a dummy, I tried to hold on, forget it. It's like, okay, yeah, I learned the hard way. He wasn't kidding. You just press the button once and came right. It's like, okay, that was easy.
Oh yeah.
But I'm trying to sell. I got a couple guys wanting to look at. Some of these guys come and say it's old. I'll give you $10, or it's old. I'll give you 20. I swear, I'll take all that stuff to a junkyard and have it and destroy it before I sell it that cheap.
Yeah, junkyard. Yeah, the batteries do hold up good and everything. I can't say I've went through any batteries on all my stuff. Morning, Willie CK. But don't be afraid to try some of these knockoff tools, because that's the only way you're going to find out if they're any good or not. But generally, most of the knockoffs, you still got 30 days to return them. But I was totally impressed whenever I tried the earthquake products from Harbor, and like I said, hands down, but my Snap-on will not break loose. My earthquake will, or I can go to Makita and it'll break him loose.
Morning, Willie. Yeah, I've got two composite Pittsburgh Forge ratchets, 3/8 ratchets that I've had for 10 years. One at work, one at home, and they are still going strong.
Right.
I had two of the 1/4-inch ones that I know lasted probably 7 or 8 years, and of course, me being me, putting too big a socket on a 1/4-inch drive ratchet, broke it.
Right.
That's part of the fun, though, Ed. You got to experiment. You're just a tool tester. You got to make sure it'll work.
Yeah.
I mean, my father back in the day, if you gave him a Stanley ratchet or a screwdriver, he'd take it over to a grinder, grind it up, and make sawdust out of it before he'd use it. They were the biggest thing that they ever made. But the last 10 years, a Craftsman is a pile of crap. But even in their Stanley line, Stanley makes Craftsman now. In the Craftsman, the Stanley line's better than the Craftsman line, even though they're made by the same company. There's something different about them.
But there's only one company that I don't buy stuff off of, and that's Craftsman. Because once they found out I was using it in a commercial shop, even though it says lifetime, they would not warranty it.
Craftsman wouldn't?
Nope. And then I quit buying Craftsman tools.
Well, Craftsman also started doing something else. I'm sure you remember. A buddy of mine had a Craftsman staple gun, just a plain Jane Craftsman staple gun. He had it over 30 years. It quit. It broke. Boom. So he went up to Sears to exchange it. Lifetime guarantee. Well, we don't make it anymore, but we make the same version in a Sears. Looks just like it says Sears, same staple gun. And he says, well, what about my lifetime guarantee? The Sears tool ain't lifetime guarantee, only the Craftsman line. Well, we give you the guarantee. It's on because it says exchange on the receipt. So you just keep your receipt as long as you have your receipt. He said, so in another 30 years, when I don't have my receipt, I'll have to buy one. Well, you just keep your receipt. The way the ink is now, you can put it in a filing cabinet, it fade out 10 years. And even if it didn't fade out, who in the hell is going to have a receipt from a staple gun 10 years later?
Right. Me?
He said, this guy said, I keep everything in a filing cabinet. Well, my buddy said, well, I can't help you're not normal.
Yep.
It's a manly thing to do to lose a receipt after a month.
Yep.
But even when you do keep it that long, you have to make a photocopy so it keeps the
Yeah.
That's the only way you can do it.
Oh, yeah, because they fade.
Yeah.
Junkyards, that's what you have to do sometimes. You refurbish parts from other parts to make something good again. I've done that many a times.
Yep.
Yeah, Craftsman had a Craftsman line and a Craftsman Professional line. They're what they called the Craftsman Professional was the exact same thing, only it was engraved professional. Those they would not guarantee for life if it was used commercially.
Right.
They'll do anything. All these companies have their junk, every one of them.
Yeah, you're right, Willie. A lot of times, if you pay attention to eBay, you can pick up a lot of Snap-on, Macro. You can pick up a lot of tools, especially if you pay attention. When people get to hurting for money and stuff, you'll see them sell real cheap on eBay and that.
I like going to the consignment auctions where people have just boxes of tools.
Oh, yeah.
Flip through them a little bit, and you'll find jewels in these boxes, and you'll pay like $10 for a whole box of tools.
Yep. We've done that quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I've actually got 2 socket sets. They're Buffalo brand, come from Big Lots. Big Lots? I think it's Big Lots. I still got the ratchets and most of the sockets, and they're 30 years old. You know?
Right. Yeah, a lot of my S&Ks came from estate auctions and stuff like that, farm auctions.
Yep. The only thing about buying like the Snap-on stuff, I can't get a truck to stop anymore.
Yeah.
That's because you're mean to them. Y'all don't want to pay them prices on that truck.
Well, it's not that I'm mean. It's just I quit buying shit off of them because I had everything I needed. You know?
Well, you know what really turned me against Snap-on and all that? He come wheeling in there into the shop. He's selling gear wrench and all this stuff on the truck for the same warranty as Snap-on stuff. Well, that's not Snap-on. What the hell is this? And he was handling Milwaukee stuff on the truck and everything. And it was like, well, shit, if I'm going to do this, I don't need to buy it off the truck. I can order it offline.
Offline or
Way cheaper than what he wants on that truck.
a lot of your Napa stores now are carrying gear wrench and DeWalt and Milwaukee and Makita and all that. And I actually like their Carlisle tools. They went from it's always been Carlisle, but they went from the Napa branded stuff to Carlisle branded.
Right.
And it's all the same tools. It's just what brand name's on it. And I've got a bunch of that at work and some here. I love them. I mean, good stuff.
Yeah, Willie.
The hyper stuff, the stuff that we use,
Yeah.
it's been good. We
Hyper
haven't
stuff,
had-
it's been good. I have used some of that stuff, yes.
We've got a few of them.
Yeah. Well, I was actually looking at some of the Ryobis and stuff like that a couple years back, and I've got so much DeWalt tools. It makes better sense for me to buy the converters to go from the 18 to the 20 volt than it does to buy all new tools. Everything works good. It's just the batteries are way old and
Yeah.
don't charge no more. And I can buy like 2 adapters and 2 batteries for under $100. If I do that twice, I've got plenty of batteries and everything else to run everything I need, that I'd have.
There's
Oh
only
yeah,
one-
those adapters are nice.
I need to get a charger for my my Milwaukee grease gun. That is that's an oddball to me because I don't have Milwaukee. All my stuff set up Makita.
Right.
And I stayed with Makita just because of the battery packs and stuff because they're all interchangeable. But now I got to find that. I think I'm going to have to go down to JWB down in Elizabeth and see if I can get a charger for that grease gun.
Either that or just go on Amazon. You can
Yeah.
get them on Amazon. You can get
Really?
you can get the charger and another battery,
Yeah.
and you can get the off-brand ones that are the lookalikes. It's the same thing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's just the case that it's put in. But yeah, because I did that with a couple of DeWalt chargers, and
Right.
But I was actually looking at the 18 volt batteries compared to the 20 volts. I like the 20 volts better. They last a lot longer than even the old 18s.
Right.
And I can't see buying, 6 18 volt batteries when I can buy 2 or 3 or 4 of the 20s for almost the same price.
Well, I did pick up a couple batteries for the Makita stuff, but them 2 batteries cost me just about as much as buying the whole set all over again, just for the 2 batteries.
Did you buy the Makita brand or did you buy the off ones?
Makita.
That's why.
Yeah.
If you buy the off brand ones, the Wang Hu brand, they're all just batteries. I mean,
Right.
Does this look like yours?
Yeah.
That's what yours looks like?
Yep.
Okay. Trying to find a battery for it.
yeah, they're out there. You just got to look for them a little bit.
Yep. But I'm going to have to shut this thing down because I keep hearing that 25 horse hollering.
I keep hearing breakfast.
I keep hearing something out there, and I'm going to have to get out here and get busy. Well, I got to go to breakfast first. Then I got to get on to that motor.
Yeah.
But all right, everybody, we're going to shut this down. Thanks for coming in,
Be back tonight.
and we'll be back tonight.
7
Maybe.
p.m.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about this motor.
I won't be there.
Where you going to be?
Up in
Yeah.
Akron to the Ducks game.
Huh?
I got to work tonight, taking some guys up to the Akron Ducks game.
Well, you can go. You can get on your phone. You'll be watching the game.
I will be at 7:00.
There you go. All right, everybody. We'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in.
See ya.